Welcome back. Set up for round 3. Hamish, we have a well-known UK figure on Azalea.
Oh, wow. Okay.
We've got Az.
I was going to say Adele. It's Adele.
Of the Azalea cult on Az, playing against Margin Libert on Lexi. So we've got a Ranger off.
Wow. Okay. I think this is going to be a really, really interesting game because I feel that Azalea is actually in this really good spot against Lexi.
Good spot.
I feel so because of Red in the Ledger.
It's a good card.
It's a really good card. I mean, if you're able to, it depends what sort of build Az is going for. But there are some Azalea builds that are just actively trying to just get Red in the Ledger back to back to back to back.
Stop them.
Stop the turn.
Not just Red in the Ledger, but also immobilizing shot.
Immobilizing shot's another very good one as well. But we all know Alex is a very, very, very good hero. So if Azalea is unable to get that sort of disruptive tempo that she's pretty good for,
if
she misses a turn, and then Alexi just goes, so it could go either way.
Both players 2-0. As we said, we've got Az on Azalea, we've got Margin on Lexi.
Yeah,
I'm excited. I think Azalea obviously had her time in the limelight last meta.
Well, is he starting off strong?
Has Dynasty made it a little bit hard with something like Warmongers? Not that I think we're going to see Warmongers.
When you say Dynasty...
Sorry, not Dynasty.
Yeah. I was like, oh, Dynasty. I was like, oh, man. That was a crazy meta for her. So... Yeah, no, I think this meta has definitely made it harder with the Warmongers, for sure, because when it was Outsiders, Lexi was very much known for the pump, shoot. I mean, that is that doesn't sound good, does it?
Pump, shoot. Mate, whatever you do on the weekend is yours. I'm not getting involved.
Yeah, well, regardless, Warmongers makes it very difficult to play these non-attack action cards that would make, the hours have these really big effects. So it will, but then again...
I think it makes it.
It
makes it harder for Azalea slightly than it does for Lexi, and Lexi's not going to play it. So, not really something we're going to see in this matchup, but just in general in the Dusk Till Dawn meta, it is a thing, and I think it affects Azalea more than Lexi. So it'd be interesting to see. Where we go, where Lexi and Azalea end up today. Lexi, obviously, the most represented deck. Azalea, not quite as represented.
No, but it's enough to be quite disruptive. And in Az's game in the last round, it was up against Liam Holding on Bravo. Yeah, and he took out. He was down to 1 health, but dude was just coming in back to back with fire.
Tell me what you're looking out for in this matchup specifically, this Ranger matchup.
What in regards to which hero are we looking?
What are you looking for from Lexi?
What am I looking for from Lexi? I think Lexi just is kind of mostly in the driving seat in terms of she's the aggressor. She's the one that's going to be delivering all the powerful on-hit shots. She's also an ice elemental hero as well, so she will be dropping some big ice attacks as well, just to really disrupt.
We saw some ice quakes, some Arctic incarcerations in the last matchup. It'd be interesting to see if this deck includes any different ice cards that might come out. Winter's Bite also made an appearance, so it'd be interesting to see if we get those cards.
We do have an Arctic. I do feel like we're seeing plenty.
I think it's a pretty staple.
Yeah. I think we are seeing plenty of Lexi players bringing along Arctic incarcerations to stop big turns.
As we said, we're looking at Azalea to counter that with the Red in the Ledger, which obviously reduces the opponent to 1 action.
Yeah.
The immobilizing shot, if it appears, would be limiting it to sort of 1 non-attack and 1 attack action card.
But is that really going to be a big thing against Lexi when she can actually just play quite a few turns of just going, Voltaire. Voltaire's I think Voltaire's the biggest thing Lexi's got going for her. That's just a big problem.
But if we don't know if we have a mobilizing shot in the deck, but it does limit you 1 attack action, so it's just 1 arrow you can fire.
Yeah, I think it's definitely one of those cards that is it's a bit of a what's your matchup, right?
Yeah.
Could be in the sideboard against particular matchups. But yeah, we have got the why do I not know what it's called? The numbers. We've got the numbers
The
in.
life totals.
Alan's got the numbers in. It's 80, and we're going so far with it. Oh, it was like an 82% Azalea. The community
in the poll, we're thinking Azalea.
That's the poll. You see, you got
The
it.
poll. That's what you were looking for.
The poll. That's the word. Thank you, Simon.
It's not like you to not know what a poll is.
Simon, we agreed. We agreed. We wouldn't talk about the poll.
Well,
you told me.
I said whatever you do at the weekend is up to you.
But you promised, Simon. Well, still, it's amazing that the community is leaning in on Az with the Azalea.
All right, so both players getting set up. Again, we have a little bit of glare on the Lexi equipment.
The Light of Soul.
The Light of Soul has blessed us.
Yes.
I think we have a New Horizons, a tunic. It looks like a tunic, Hornet Sting.
Yeah.
And a Snapdragon Scalers.
Yeah, it's looking like a Snappies. I mean, when does Lexi not have Snappies, right?
When they play Perch Grapplers. Like
when they play that one, yeah. When they're not doing that, they're playing the other one. You're right.
And Az is running the Skullbone Cross Strap, which you'd expect in Azalea, the Tunic, the Snapdragons, and the Braces of Belief for that added damage, or potential added damage.
I don't believe it. It's the Braces of Belief.
It's the Brace of Belief.
Do you believe it?
I don't believe it.
I can't believe it.
Can you believe it?
Barely. But it's an interesting choice, actually, since the Bullseye Braces are gone.
It is.
Yeah. So
what do you play?
Yeah, what do you play? So, well, he's playing a Not the Death Whistle.
I mean, that's not a bad start, is it?
No, not a bad start. And we're going straight in.
He's loaded the red in the ledger. He's played the knock. He's then found the red in the ledger, and he's going to swap one for the other.
But is he going to do the Azalea ability? Oh no, hang on.
He's going to brace the belief first turn.
We're going to brace his belief first turn. He's going to reveal.
He knows
the top
it's
card.
red.
He knows it's red.
So it's +2.
And we are going to Azalea.
And we're coming in 7 dominate first turn.
7 dominate first turn. He's going for it. He's going for it. He's got his Az go again dominate tokens. This is the Azalea cult himself. Fluke and bot. No, it's Az. I've seen all these Fluke and bot sleeves and t-shirts.
Yeah, he's being helped out by Fluke and Box. Look at that advertising.
The man. Az go again. He is bringing the Azalea cult to life with a red in the ledger dominate
for 7.
Turn
0.
So quite simply, I think, well, you just throw a card at it, right? And have a little bit of an odd start of a turn.
It's really, I mean, it's not what you want to see as Lexi.
No, but he's throwing a lot of equipment in. I mean, these are some of the most powerful cards, and he also knows that one of the red and ledgers are at the bottom of the deck.
Exactly, that's true. We're not going to see that until later on in the game.
Yeah,
he does block with a blue infecting shot, takes 4, can only do 1 action next turn.
That's fine. I mean,
if he's got something like an Arctic Incarceration,
that
would be fantastic.
Yeah, that'll be something to flip back on for sure. But then at the same time, we do say the red ledger is at the bottom of the deck, but not the Death Whistle. There's plenty of tutor cards out there, so it's not the biggest end of the world that red and ledger is on the bottom of the deck.
We are seeing end of turn. Az is going to either Arsenal the Remorseless in his hand or whichever other card it was. As pointed out by the chat, Johnny Chapman, friend of the show, the Crow's Nest Quiver is down with the rest of the equipment and not on the weapons level. How do you feel about that?
I find that quite intimidating.
Although Simon Svensson says actually it's clearly hanging on his belt. But do archers really have a quiver on their belt? Do they wear it on their back?
He might have just dropped it.
Okay.
He might have just dropped it.
Drop the quiver.
Yeah, he's just dropped the quiver. I mean, he could pick it up at any time. He's just kicking it about. That's what I think. He's just kicking it about. He's just kicking back.
So I believe Lexi has used Voltaire to load 2 arrows on...
It's an instant.
Yeah,
there's no problems there. So he's just coming in with Remorseless.
On the previous turn, I think.
On the previous turn. Good.
And it's just coming in with 1 Remorseless.
That's fair. It's coming in from Arsenal, so it's getting the full effects. No defense reactions. Not like I think there will be any anyway.
No, but it does make Az's turn a bit more tricky in terms of life loss.
Yeah, I agree, because if he is going to be pushing some pump attack, non-attack actions to increase the turn, that's a damage every time. It's quite a lot. So he's obviously having a real think here, whether he wants to really block this out. But this is the tempo, isn't it? This is the tempo he was trying to secure.
It's a good response to the turn 0 red in the ledger.
Yeah, absolutely.
It's a thinker.
Yeah, I think so. It's a It's probably the best cut, that or Arctic Incarceration, I think. For sure. So as having a think here, whether he wants to just take this or not, I don't know. It's a real question. What would you do, Simon?
Here,
Yeah.
I can't see what's in Az's hand.
No, I know. It's a bit of a. But if
I'd be tempted to block out, but again, if you're blocking out using 2 cards that would have added 6 damage to a Remorseless that's already in Az's arsenal, then that's going to be tricky. You're taking 5 damage, maybe. I think he's taking the damage. He's gone.
He's taking it to the face. It's fine. Maybe he's thinking he's just going to get something more of an impact on his turn. And Simon, you are making a point that there is plenty of historical sources.
I wasn't questioning.
No,
I wasn't questioning. I'm enjoying the historical knowledge bomb being dropped by Simon Svensson. Obviously, another well-named gentleman.
Yes.
Sharing my name.
Yeah.
I love this. The historical sources show people wear quivers on their belts, including in the bio tapestry.
Yeah. There we go. History lesson for everyone. Welcome to the Calling UK, everyone, where we are learning about.
I wonder which is more practical as an archer, whether you have, because having a quiver on your back is quite difficult to get the arrows, maybe, depending on what type of bow you're using.
True. And what type of arrow you're throwing. And in this case, this arrow here is a Remorseless.
It is a Remorseless. We called it right. It was in Arsenal.
Yeah, coming from the back. I reckon that'd be awkward. It would be awkward, right? But I don't know. We're going to have to get some history buffs in here.
Az has taken 1 damage to fire the Remorseless.
From Arsenal again.
From Arsenal.
No go again. No pumps.
No.
So it's just a Remorseless. For a
But why would you not block?
Yeah,
so there must be something going on here. Has he got some razors?
I mean,
has he got some rain razors?
Well, even if he got some rain razors, that's fair enough. But if he's just going to ask someone to keep those 2 cards in his hand, I'd probably say that he probably didn't need to take that 5 damage potentially. But we'll see. He could be looking for a Snappy's turn as well. Maybe.
It's very early.
I mean, he's very early. I agree. But he could be just looking to potentially just get a big wide turn. Especially if he just takes this Remorseless. But then again, Remorseless into red in the ledger. It's probably not the two cards in combination.
Yeah.
Maybe not the best combination because Remorseless is
exactly. You're losing the effect of Remorseless.
Okay, so we're going to put this out for 5.
Right, have we got a reaction?
We're Snappies.
We're snapping.
All right, we're Snappies. Okay.
I'm enjoying the chat of historical quiver chat here. So I think what Simon's actually saying is that the depictions of people having quivers on the back is a stylized inaccuracy.
Well, that happens quite a lot.
Yeah.
That does happen quite a lot. Oh,
knock! He's gone to find.
He's picking up that. He's picking up that.
He's baited out the block for the Remorseless. Well, and because it's been full blocked, he can now go and get the red in the ledger.
Yes.
Dominate.
Yeah.
Again, because it's been full blocked, you're sort of limiting what the next turn does anyway, because he's only got 2 cards. But now this really shuts it down.
Yeah, 100%. So he's using this as an opportunity to just grab that tempo again.
Push the damage, grab the tempo.
Absolutely.
Not push the point.
Not push the point, no. I wish more people played that card.
So can I tell while we're sorting out this, I'll tell a quick story because
you can probably tell the story in a sec because I can imagine we are going to
premeditate and a lace with frailty, losing 2 life to play those action cards, and coming in at 11 damage, dominate with on-hit effects of blood. Is that frailty or blood rot?
It is blood rot
and a premeditate ponder.
So we've got a ponder token and a blood rot coming as well with a dominate.
He is pushing damage and shutting down the turn.
But lots of equipment has been used, and we're only 2 turns in. So while we're in the think tank, tell me a little bit. Tell the story.
So I played a lovely player yesterday called Tom Barnaby Pass,
right?
Who is from Middlesbrough. And he knows a friend of the show, Chris Sweeney, through their play group up there. He's been playing since the beginning.
Yep.
Pretty much. Used to play Lord of the Rings.
Okay, yeah.
TCG.
Not the LCG.
LCG. Whichever one Chris Sweeney used to play.
I don't know.
Anyway, so he was very excited to sit down against me and play a member of Push the Point. And he had a little story. He was given in a trade. He was given a box of Arcane Rising First Edition, which he's opened.
Oh, wow.
And in that box was a rainbow foil First Edition Push the Point, which he has given to us.
Right.
I have it in my deck box.
Oh, do you?
Yeah.
Oh, what?
So he's given it.
He's
given
it to you then?
just no. Well, he gave it to me because I was no. You can't have it.
Oh, just.
But that may well
split it?
feature in some point. Yeah, we got a third each.
Oh, we got cool. Yes, but just we'll rip it in.
I'm getting the middle bit with the picture.
Yeah, you get the picture. All right, cool, sweet. Yeah, that's a good use of First Edition foil. Push the point. Okay, so he has obviously taken that damage. We have got we should have Blood Rots and Ponder tokens all flying around. He's taking the 2 damage from that.
Yeah. So we're now coming in
He's only
with
got 1 attack.
one attack. Infecting Shot's not a bad one to come back with.
No, again, yeah.
It's threatening 7 damage.
The health totals are not that, they're still at reasonable, distance from each other. If that's the right way to say it.
Still
Reasonable
close.
distance. Still close. Very close. Close enough. So, again, Lexi's just doing an all right job, just, being able to go, you are shutting me down with these really big arrows, which we knew that Azalea would do. But just coming back with just straight up strong
Straight up
value hammers.
one arrow.
Yeah.
Big damage.
Yeah. Big shout out to Mr. Small. I hope you're enjoying your tour with Fred again.
So we're just hearing from the studio that we have a judge call on this play.
Okay. He forgot the blood. I was sitting there wondering where that blood rot token went. But the blood rot trigger would be happening at the end of his turn.
At the end of
Margin's
but it's
turn.
not on the board. So
But he didn't put the token down.
hasn't put the token down.
Yeah, so he got the ponder token.
This is an interesting one. Do we think that the blood rot token can be reinstated because the time when the blood rot token
I think it could
would be effective has not passed yet?
I'm not the judge, but I feel that from what I'm reading about the rewindability rules, where you can go back on stuff, how much of a big board's
Well,
big
the only thing that's happened is we've played infecting
but
shot.
But there's nothing happening that doesn't just go. Did you just
No.
forgot to put a blood rot token on the board? There you go. I mean,
No.
it's not nothing. It's not changing a decision
And
point.
we know
really,
that it
happen.
hit because it was a
It did
dominated
hit,
arrow.
Exactly.
So
We've got the ponder token that fired, but they just didn't put the token down. There was a time before these new rule changes where it was a world of where you go, did you not give me the token card? Tough luck, you've missed it. And that is actually, when you're coming into games like this, there's a lot of games where you go, ooh, but what if you remembered? And that's, there is that eternal argument of you got to play real clean, and if you play really clean, the best player wins. But at the same time, time and time again that the best players under pressure can also just miss things, and a lot of players also want to watch a game of what if we played it all clean and exactly right, who would have won, and not to try and sort of handhold the whole situation, but sometimes it's sometimes just really silly things. And I think it's just, this is one of those situations where you go, I mean...
Can I just say?
We have a running thing where Simon likes to come and go, can I just say? Yes, Simon, please say.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
So a lot of these are judge calls because the players want an official oversight.
That's fair.
And
I'm just
most
giving
of
my
the
opinion.
no. I'm just saying most of the time, I think the players are willing to go down, as you say, that common sense route of this is how we think we should fix this problem. But it's good to have a judge involved just to make sure that that common sense problem isn't breaking any other rules. We are rewinding it.
So we're hearing from the booth.
The judge call was referred up, and it has been rewound to a point where the token can be given.
Yeah, it's as simple as that. And I imagine that so tunic track hasn't gone up. Take your blood rot token from the hit. Ponder token fired, and that's all happened. Yeah, just here you go. Here's your token. Cool.
I mean, that's literally all we've had to do.
That's literally all. That's the point. And then he's just gonna.
And I'm guessing because we've had to rewind it, then Margin actually gets to tick up his tunic, which I think he forgot the first time anyway. So
no, I actually think he just ticked down his tunic. Or did he tick up his tunic?
Tick it up, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, that's fair enough.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, there you go. Yeah,
both players missed something small.
I've missed. Yeah,
and it's been ticked up.
Yeah, brill. Well, there you go. That's a cleaner game, isn't it?
A clean game.
I know people. I'm on the side of a cleaner game that is just fair enough. You missed that blood rot trigger, but it was going to be on, all that sort of stuff. It's not as if if someone was making a misplay where they actually go, I wouldn't have pitched this card, I should have done this, I should have pitched that. That's totally different, but that's your choice.
Yeah, it's a mandatory trigger.
But this has got to happen.
Yeah.
You want it. It would be silly to just not let mandatory triggers happen.
So we've seen the Skullbone Cross Trap, flip the Rain Razors.
Yeah.
Opt a card. He's opt and kept the Bolt and Shot. No, putting it on the bottom.
Okay, so
are we going to see another source of opt?
I don't know.
So we're going to play out the Rain Razors.
Yeah, it's just going to play out the Rain Razors, and then I think
we've got a couple of pumps. We've got a couple of lace pumps.
Yeah.
Maybe a hamstring shot there.
Yeah. So I think it's going to be a very simple.
Okay. All right.
Load an arrow.
Load in the hamstring shot.
Play a pump fet, fire arrow.
I think you might be
dominant.
There you go.
You don't need.
Seek and Destroy.
Yeah, Seek and Destroy.
It's a nice card.
You don't need to dominate all the time.
No,
because you don't. Not against Lexi.
You want them to use their cards to block.
Absolutely. I mean, it's cool if you can get that effect off right, but at the same time, just them stripping their cards down from their hand is still enough. Here we go.
And then a hamstring shot for 10.
10.
And if it hits, the first attack action next turn costs an extra 1. It's like a Frostbite Light.
Yeah, Frostbite Light, and it's also inertia, but it's inertia but worse. Because inertia would put the cards on the bottom of the deck, but this one, it just destroys it all.
Frostbite Light from the hamstring, but also Seek and Destroy
is the inertia. Hard.
Unless you can get a Ponder token.
Yeah.
And trigger that after the Seek and Destroy trigger.
That's true. But we don't have any Ponder tokens going on at the minute. Plus, as well, that's a lot of damage. 10 damage.
10 damage.
10 damage. You'll be down to 13. That is.
Well, it's a reasonable. I mean, the Hornet Sting. So it's 3 card plus Hornet Sting block minimum if you're going to try and cover it.
Mm-hmm.
Margin does have a 6 card hand as things stand, but he only has 23 life. So you've got to weigh up using that life as a resource.
Yeah.
Going down to 13 against an Azalea with big dominate arrows.
It's very scary.
It's scary.
Yeah, but at the same time, I wonder if Margin is just sitting there thinking, he's not thinking that because he's actually considering blocking. But maybe he was thinking.
Maybe he was.
But that's 2 reds. That's. Oh, I
can't decide.
No, I've just spotted something quite crucial.
A 3 of a kind.
3 of a kind. You got a 3 of a kind turn. But I think he's thinking, if I don't block, do I have a bigger turn? I don't know why I'm talking like this.
You've gone. He's going up all the time.
Oh, who knows?
How did your games go yesterday? How did you enjoy the Shapeshifter Sealed?
I thought the Shapeshifter Sealed. I know we're going to be a bit of a tangent here while Margin's having a think. We'll be jumping back. But yeah, no, the Shapeshifter Sealed was really, really cool. I played Bolton Meat Axe, where... I played
2 of your favourites.
I played Bolton's Meat Axe.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just really cool to actually just experience seeing different combinations of how these cards can interact with each other when you take a lot of the restrictions away.
Yeah.
That's Shapeshifter in a nutshell. It's my first time doing Shapeshifter, and I really enjoyed it. So just press any button, Simon. The volume, most likely. Yeah, don't worry. So just so everyone knows, we're on an LG TV. We have a remote control.
I was trying to keep it
Simon
quiet.
Had a little panic because the TV will go turning off in 5 minutes if you don't do anything. So someone goes, I will say, Simon, did you press the volume button?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, can you just make sure it's on 8 or 6? Thank you. 6, thank you. I can't do odd numbers on the TV.
No, that's true.
Can you? Are you like
I
that?
don't like it, yeah.
No, I have to keep it evens or 5s. Interesting.
I was trying to keep it discreet, and then Hamish is like, no, let's break the 4th wall.
Oh, no, let's not do that. Right. So it was a block. I think we do a block with 2 cards. We've got a 3 of a kind turn.
He's taken 7 damage.
Yeah, but he's got a 3 of a kind turn, which is almost, Michael Fang, a really Pro Tour champion 3, Michael Fang pointed out. It's like a husk. Block 6 and then get your hand back. Yeah. That's pretty. That's a husk level.
We're seeing
Icequake
an Icequake from Arsenal. Did he flip it first, or did he just play it?
So he flipped the Icequake, played 3 of a kind, play Icequake. So he's got the Frostbite token there, and playing Icequake is fine because it's come from the Arsenal.
It's a handmade Frostbite token. I like that.
This is a big turn. I think this is the...
So Remorseless loaded with Go Again.
Yeah. So he's going to play everything out because the Seek and Destroy is going to completely wipe everything out. So he's just going to throw everything he's got now. And as going to be having to look at this and go, I'm going to be back on the defense. So this is Margin's time to take that tempo back.
It's going to be a big turn. And no red in the ledger to pay for. But he has had to pay the extra 1 for the Remorseless because of the hamstring shot.
Yes, yeah, that's true. But still, Remorseless coming in and Icequake as well. So if this hits, there's more Frostbite tokens. I think Az might have to look at this and go.
So Remorseless coming in for 6. So it is a clean block.
It is a clean block, but
there's no
turn.
There's no Rain Razors on. But he might just have to tank this turn.
Maybe.
Block up.
Oh no, he is tanking this turn. He's taking the second Frostbite
he's
hit
taking
now.
the damage.
And every action he's going to play now is going to give him a damage. Plus, it's going to cost him 2 more. And I think he's also thinking a lot of the pumps block for 2.
Yes.
So this
So
is
maybe he doesn't. Maybe it was a 3-card block. Maybe he doesn't have the hand.
he just doesn't have the hand, and he's probably sitting there thinking, "I've got this blue. I can just play out this pump." Oh, he's taking that hit. He's taking a punch.
He's taking a beating.
He's taking a real punch. But then again, he's still got a blue in his hand. He could play
Down
a
to
pump effect from his hand, and he can just pitch 1 card. But I honestly,
This is
we're
big.
going in.
He got the rain raise. He got the rain
Margin's
raisers.
coming in for the quiver. Oh my
Oh.
days! Oh, that's a card. What a top card! Flip from the
quiver.
Yeah, flip from the quiver into a red Bolton shot. That's
As is thinking about it.
yeah. That's unfortunate.
But it hasn't got go again.
I mean, it doesn't have to go again. No, but it's
Another
hit.
frostbite token.
An on hit. It's the frostbite token.
He would have had that anyway from the searing shot, but
No, but the point is, the frostbite tokens will go to 4. This is
I
now
know,
where
but
you can't.
I'm just saying it would have.
But Simon-
Oh, he snaps it. It's now going to 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And he's threatening.
Okay. Yeah.
He's
you might as
threatening
well
near
now.
lethal.
Yeah, he might as well now because he's off the Seek and Destroy. He's going to wipe out all of his everything in his hand.
Yeah, he might as
So he
well
might
play
have
it
to
out.
throw it all out.
Yeah.
And this is a huge turn. So if he doesn't do anything here, he's going to be down to.
It can be down to 1
He'll
if
be
he
down
takes
to
this.
1. Yeah, and 5 frostbite tokens.
And
That
5
ice.
frostbite.
That ice. Oh, he's taking.
What
it
are we
to
going
the
to see?
face.
What are we going to see?
He's taking this to the face.
He must be setting up a dominated red in the ledger turn.
5 frostbite tokens though. Icequake was doing some
Serious work.
Serious work. All right. Okay. Well,
What
I
are we going
believe
to see
Az
here?
has a plan. Az has a plan. He's got a full card hand.
He's going to have a couple of blues.
If he goes to 1 and dies to Hornet Sting, that is a good
That is a
point,
good
Shamir.
point.
That would be something I've never seen before. And
I think it's happening.
I've never seen it. Have you?
I've never seen someone die off Hornet Sting.
No. Yeah. That's not. Have you ever seen anyone die to a Hornet
No.
Sting? Would
Az
you
Az
want?
must
do you
be
want,
aware of it.
do you want to?
I think we're going to. I think it's coming.
Maybe.
Oh.
This is but oh no, he just dies to Remorseless. If he plays anything, he just dies to Remorseless.
The Remorseless didn't hit. It did hit.
He did hit.
Oh
All
my
of them
God.
hit.
Oh my days.
I don't think Az has taken this into account. So
Oh my days.
so he's pitching everything up to. Oh, I think if he does anything, hang on.
Rain
So we got an
Razors.
instant.
Codex.
Well, he should be dead now, right?
No, because it's attack. Is it
action.
is it action?
I thought it was action. Yeah, it should be action.
Have they missed the trigger?
Yeah. If
1 second.
we're gonna radio into to Alan here, just to make sure that we're not missing.
Oh, and Quiver should be gone. You're quite right.
And Quiver should be gone as well.
Both players leaving it.
Yeah, don't worry. So we are radioing it into Alan in the booth.
I
Alan,
think both
can-
players have missed the trigger.
I think- well, the
no,
thi-
wait. Did we have a? We had a remorseless for
is hit.
6.
Yeah, I know. So don't worry. We are zoning in to let the judge call no, and hits a hero until the end. If remorseless hits a hero until the end of their next turn. Right. Okay.
They take 1 life for every action card played.
Yeah. So.
But both players have missed it.
Yeah, both players have missed it. Don't know whether Alan just wants to get a judge in just to come and check this out, or whether, because at the minute, this we should be at. Oh yeah. Oh, they just clocked it. They just clocked it. There we go. That's fine.
Well, I mean, Lexi does come out on top.
We know. You know.
Lexi did come out on top in that one. Az got off to a flying start with a couple of red in the ledgers dominated, but I think Lexi showed consistency over that game.
Absolutely.
Able to push through that damage at regular intervals.
Yeah, absolutely. It was to showcase the power of what Lexi can do, and what happens if you just don't block. It's a lot of damage.
And if you take 15 damage and let the remorseless hit, then you die on 1 damage.
Pretty much. That frost slot. Was it the ice quake? That's it. The ice quake doing all of that and getting 5 frostbite tokens as well. I think Az was just looking at this, going, I don't know. He didn't want to block. You can tell that he was not up for blocking.
They both missed the trigger. It came to the right conclusion. Unfortunately, Az was on the wrong end of that interaction. We've had a bit of a quicker game there.
Yeah.
So we are going to pass back to the studio now, and we're going to come back for round 4, where you've got Hamish and Trip.
Yeah.
We're going to go and find a nice spicy matchup for you.
Yeah. I've been looking around. There's been some really good players from all across the UK and European scene. See what we can grab up. Leave comments below. See what anyone wants to see. It's probably most likely a lot of Bravos and Dromais and Lexus, but I have seen a Vincent.
There's 12 Vincents.
No, a 2-0 Vincent.
Oh,
yes.
Right.
That's what Barry's told me.
Okay.
And we were looking at this, and then I was like, no, we want to get Az on. We want to get Az on this one. I want to hopefully see this. If this Vincent's 3-0.
Leave it with a bit of tease. We're going to pass back to the studio, and we're going to see you after a short break.
Thank you.
Hi everybody, welcome back to the Calling in Birmingham. I've been joined by Moraine. We've just seen him win against Az. Well done.
Thank you.
Leaving me hanging there. It was really close. Mid-game, it was really close. It was like, this is tit for tat. He was coming in for some really big shots. You were both hitting each other with remorseless. He got that seek and destroy, and it was like, oh, this is really good to destroy your arsenal, cripple your hand.
Yep.
But you kept finding the answers every time, and then you came out with that explosive turn. 5 frostbites. It was just like, oh my god, it was
totally got him.
Yeah. Have you been playing? I take it you've been playing Lexi for a while.
Yeah, I've played it at the Pro Tour in America.
Okay.
And now then Antwerp, and now here.
So how did you do in Pro Tour?
Day 2, but didn't make money.
Okay. Well,
So still day
dude,
2.
you made it to day 2. That's
I've only been
awesome.
playing for 1 year, so it's pretty good. And then Antwerp, also day 2, no money. So now day 2 and maybe top 8.
Third time lucky, eh?
Yeah, this time, 3rd time, lucky charm.
So what made you go with the ice Lexi? Because there's a couple of builds, isn't there? There's
Yeah.
fuseless, there's ice, there's on hit.
Yeah.
So
This is like a mix between both. It's got ice for Arctic intervention, for ice quake and winter's bite, but it doesn't have the arrows that fuse. So it's a version. I think Brody Spurlock played it a couple months ago, and I think it's good because Dromai is one of your harder matchups, but the ice gives them a frostbite, and usually they only run red.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 cards most of the time for 1 card. So that's very good. And I just like when we got rid of bracers, we needed another way to have big turns, and Spotting Helix came in because it gives you another way to reload.
Yeah.
And actually reloading Winter's Bite, for example, is actually quite good because usually you still get to flip it, then play it, and it's just very nice. So it's a combination. It's kind of similar to what I've been playing at the Pro Tour, but there I still had more cards against Oldham, like Codex of Inertia. I had to be more afraid of getting fatigued, but now that is gone. I can just focus on getting as many good arrows that cost 1. Like you want in every matchup the optimal 1-cost arrows on hits, like Sleep Dart, Fatigue Shot. You just want the perfect suit against every matchup. And now you do have the cyber slots because you don't have to waste them for Oldham.
So on that last round, you kind of forgot about Remorseless, and you already think about Hornet Sting.
Yeah.
So Hornet Sting is in. I mean, it's a nice piece against Dromar as
Yeah.
well. It's another little popper if you get that
Yep.
hit. So you got some good tech.
Yep.
Hopefully, we'll see you in the higher tables on
Hopefully.
on day 2.
Yep. Me too. I hope
Fantastic
it-
seeing you play.
Thank you.
But yeah, brilliant. Thank you.
Thank you.
We're going to cut to some community content stuff. So, well wishing people who are at the event. Okay.
Bye bye.